Welcome back to Fast Track. I'm Paige Stoveld. Purdue's football team ended its 5-game losing streak in spectacular fashion Saturday, defeating the 7th-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes. Here are the highlights.
Ohio State's first possession as Ryan Kerrigan strips Terrell Pryor. As Mike Neal jumps on it, that would lead to this Carson Wiggs 32-yard field goal, which was his first of 4 on the day. But the Buckeyes would answer as Pryor takes this one outside for a 6-yard run and an Ohio State touchdown. And for once, it was the opposing team fumbling a punt as the Boilers recover and add another field goal. Another big play by Ryan Kerrigan as he forces and recovers Pryor's fumble, setting up the second longest field goal in school history with Wiggs' 55-yarder to end the half with Purdue up 9-7. To begin the second half, Joe Elliott finds his man Keith Smith up the middle, who takes a big hit but doesn't seem to mind setting up this 15-yard TD pass from Elliott to Valentine. Leading 16-7, Purdue's defense would come up big yet again, this time it's senior corner Brandon King picking off the bomb from Pryor, staying on his feet and taking it to the Purdue 40-yard line. But Elliott would give it right back with his only mistake of the day. So Brandon King decides, why not one more, with his second interception in 2 minutes. Elliott back on the field with the short pass to Valentine, who would do the rest, eluding Buckeye defenders to find the end zone, putting Purdue up 23-7. Next Purdue drive, Elliott would gain a few yards to put Purdue into field goal range. Wiggs would not disappoint, nailing the 49-yard field goal. Now trailing 26-10, it was desperation time for Pryor and the Buckeyes, as he throws up a prayer which is quickly answered, and then followed by a 2-point conversion. 3rd and 5 for the Buckeyes, Kerrigan sacks Pryor for the 3rd time, setting up one last chance for Ohio State. Pryor rolls left, but this time his prayer is rejected as David Pender swats the deep ball, as giving the Boilermakers their first win over a top 25 team since Iowa in 2003. And the party began in West Lafayette as the students stormed the field.
Purdue's victory over Ohio State was certainly an unexpected one. The win killed any chance Ohio State had of making the national championship game and sent Purdue students into a celebration frenzy. Let's take a look. The Boilermakers beat the Buckeyes 28-16 here at Ross-Ade Stadium. Coach Hope and his players aren't only ecstatic about the big win, but the fans rushing the field.
It's just like all the other real big ones. It's something really special. It was a great moment in Ross-Ade Stadium. You know, all those students that come to the games and was part of that celebration down on the field after the game. You know, that's why they came to Purdue, to be part of those great experiences. And this is a day that they'll never forget, and it's a day that our team won't forget. And you know, we got to get used to it. You know, we're a good football team, and we aspire to do the very best, and we're not that far away.
That was crazy. I was on the field 30 minutes after the game trying to, you know, talk to the Big Ten Network then, and I was rushed several times. Like, they stole my gloves and everything, but they can steal them every time if it's like that.
It was something else, you know. I just give credit to everybody on the team. A lot of people, you know, freshmen and sophomores, you know, they could easily quit and not want to work hard in practice and show us a good scout team, but everybody stuck together, you know, with a 1-5 record. Not too many people were cheering for us, and it's a huge win for Purdue family. Go back, you know, you got all the past greats that have played here. Drew Brees texted me, you know, last night. He said, "Hey, go on Chalk the Road, have fun." I'll be watching those one text messages. Hopefully, I'll never leave my phone. It'll be something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
It's definitely special, you know what I mean? To know that we still have the support of the fans, and they still behind us. And it always feels good when you have crowd support behind you, especially when you make big plays. Just makes you want to make some more.
And now let's check out our local weather.
Good day, everyone. I'm Shadia Sanders with your local weather this week. A few things we're going to touch on. We're going to look at the almanac, we're going to look at the weekend, and then we're going to look at your extended forecast for the work week. But some things you want to keep in mind, cooler temperatures are on the way. Last week we had some warmer temperatures. It's a nice reminiscence of the summer and got to feel some warmer temperatures, but it's going to go back. It's still October. Temperatures are going to be cooling. And we also need to consider how much rain we're going to be seeing. So let's take a look at our almanac first. We can see that the normal temperature for this time of year, 63 degrees is the high, and for the low, 42. Surprisingly, last year was cooler. 2008 so far has seemed to be warmer in pretty much every single month, so we've got a little bit of surprise for this week in October. 58, 2008, 41 for their low. Luckily, it is not 1976 where they hit 23 degrees on an October day, but you have to remember winter is on its way, and that is also seen in the sunlight hours. Sunrise at 8:04 a.m., sunset 6:55, so those days are getting shorter. But some things we do have to look forward to. Purdue football this weekend, game against Illinois. Hopefully they'll have another week like last week and beat Illinois just like they did Ohio State. But your game time temperature at the start of the game, 49 degrees. For the day, high of 52. But in the evening, it will get very cool. 37 degrees is the expected temperature, and not too much precipitation is expected for Saturday. Sunday, a little bit warmer, but there is that possibility of rain in the evening. So we'll take a look at the extended week and see what else we can expect. As I said, Sunday, a little bit warmer, 57 is the expected high, and that rain is not expected until the evening. Monday, similar story. Sunny during the day, a few clouds in there, and another chance of rain in the evening. Temperature warms up a bit for Tuesday, 63, more sun in there, so Tuesday should be a nice day, but it's going to dip right back down to those lower temperatures for Wednesday with that chance of rain, high of 59 degrees, and then really dip down into those cold temperatures for Thursday, high of 48, and in the evening you need to be careful. The low temperature expected is in the higher 20s, but with that rain that we're getting during the day, could carry on through the evening and you might get some freezing rain. So make sure you stay careful out there. And that is all for your local weather this week. I'm Tradia Sanders, back to the studio.
And now for a quick sports wrap-up from around campus.
The third-ranked women's golf team placed first in their last tournament, the Windy City Collegiate Championships. Their next tournament is the Landfall Tradition from October 23rd to the 25th in Wilmington, North Carolina.
The women's soccer team is currently ranked 18th in the country with 8 wins, 3 losses, and 3 ties. This week they take on Evansville on the 22nd, Ohio State on the 25th, and Loyola Chicago at home on the 28th.
The Purdue women's volleyball team is riding a 2-game winning streak after victories against Wisconsin and Iowa. This Friday the 23rd, they travel to Columbus, Ohio to take on Ohio State. They then head to Penn State to meet the Nittany Lions at 7 p.m. the following day.
When we come back, we'll see what's going on around campus in this week's community calendar.
And get the latest news from Hollywood in the Hollywood Minute. Stay tuned.
The world-famous Purdue Varsity Glee Club is scheduled to perform 19 shows on campus this semester, giving students and fans many opportunities to catch a concert. New spectators should come expecting a crowd-pleasing, high-energy performance. The Glee Club entertains audiences numbering in the thousands with their choral talent and exciting live shows. This semester, the choir also welcomes the leadership of new director William Griffel from Indianapolis. Find performance dates and Glee Club news at pmojo.com.